facilitator for today's workshop is Jerry Bailey, Executive Sales and Education Manager, NCS Credit, with 25 plus years of consulting experience on UCC Article 9, liens, and other nuances of construction credit. His presentation will cover not only legal protections of the mechanics lien and UCC filing process, but also some practical solutions of how and when to use these tools. So let's go ahead and get started here.
I think at a minimum, everybody has heightened concerns about what's going to happen in the next year. There is some uncertainty about our economy. We still have some COVID issues that haven't tidied themselves up. We just had a political change. There's a lot going on that kind of, I think, gives us a little cause for concern, at least most of the folks that I talk to anyway. So we're going to talk about how are the best ways for me to strengthen my accounts receivable and bolster my accounts receivable position in this economy and make sure that if there are defaults or bankruptcies, that I'm in a much better position than a lot of the other folks that my customer owes money to. So it is a different environment that we have here. Our workflows have changed. There's some things that have changed that may affect how we take security and how quickly we need to react, with some of the, the county offices closing during COVID and things like that. But I think at a minimum, we all realize, here's a survey that we took at NCS a couple of months ago. And we just said, look, tell us what you think about what's going on. And here's what we got back. 56% of the people we surveyed said that their credit granting policies have gotten a little more stringent with the concerns going forward. 75% said they're receiving requests to extend payment terms. The interesting part there is 75% said they're receiving requests. I don't know what percent where people are just extending their payment terms. They're not making requests. They're just doing it. We find out the hard way of, oh yeah, we changed your terms from 30 days to 60. Sorry about that. 76% have increased their collection efforts, and 30% rather are filing more UCCs or mechanics liens and looking to take security, and take a secured position in case of defaults. But we know going forward that, there's going to be more bankruptcies and defaults. Some of these industries really have been hit hard. We all see what's going on in retail and the restaurant industry. And with construction, many of the jobs have been halted. Many of them are going to come back, but not all. Some are never going to come back. So there's going to be customers that file bankruptcy in the next couple of years. There's going to be construction projects that go bad. Our job as credit professionals is to protect our companies from those hits. The problem is we just don't know who's going to file bankruptcy. Is it going to be a couple of customers? Is it going to be a few? Is it going to be some? Is it going to be many? Is it going to be small customers or a really big customer? We just don't know. And again, that's what we get paid to try and protect our companies from. We're the stewards of the accounts receivable. It's our responsibility to make sure our company doesn't get hit with that big loss, that big bankruptcy that if we're a smaller company, it might pull us under. If we're bigger companies, it affects our stock prices. We may have to lay people off. That's what our responsibility is. And that's really what we have as a responsibility. I think a lot of this for us now is a call to arms. I think the responsibility for all of you, one, make sure you understand all of the tools that are out there and the credit enhancements that are out there to protect us.